Greetings, seekers of the arcane, to our video. As you embark on this enigmatic journey, may you uncover the mysteries that lay shrouded within the labyrinthine alleys of St. Louis Cemetery. In the heart of New Orleans, Louisiana, lies the infamous St. Louis Cemetery No. 1, a haunting and historic final resting place that has long captured the imagination of those who dare to venture into its eerie depths. Decades ago, during a humid summer night, a group of thrill-seeking friends decided to explore the cemetery under the light of the full moon. The cemetery was known for its elaborate above-ground tombs and the voodoo priestess Marie Laveau, who is said to have cast powerful spells within its sacred grounds. Undeterred by the ominous legends, the friends entered the cemetery, their footsteps echoing through the silent alleys lined with crumbling tombs. As they wandered deeper into the labyrinthine rows, a sense of unease settled upon them, and a chill ran down their spines. In the heart of the cemetery, they stumbled upon the tomb of Marie Laveau, a towering monument adorned with offerings of candles, flowers, and trinkets. Ignoring the warnings to show respect, one of the friends dared to mockingly chant an incantation from an old voodoo spellbook they had brought along. As the incantation echoed through the cemetery, a strange energy filled the air. The candles flickered wildly, casting dancing shadows that seemed to take on a life of their own. The temperature plummeted, and the friends felt an invisible presence closing in around them. Suddenly, a figure appeared before them. A woman in tattered clothing, her eyes glinting with an otherworldly light. It was said to be the spirit of Marie Laveau herself, awakened by the disrespectful incantation. The friends' laughter turned to terror as the vengeful spirit spoke, her voice a chilling whisper that seemed to emanate from all directions. She warned them of the consequences of their actions and the power of the voodoo magic that bound her to the mortal realm. Desperate to escape, the friends turned and fled, their hearts pounding in their chests. But no matter how fast they ran, the cemetery seemed to stretch on endlessly, and the vengeful spirit's presence followed them, her warning echoing in their ears. Exhausted and terrified, they finally stumbled out of the cemetery, gasping for breath. As they caught their breath, they realized that one of their group was missing, the one who had mocked the voodoo incantation. Weeks passed, and the missing friend was never found. Rumors spread throughout New Orleans of a haunting figure that could sometimes be seen wandering the alleys of St. Louis Cemetery. No. 1. A woman in tattered clothing with eyes that glowed with an otherworldly light. To this day, visitors to the cemetery claim to have encountered the vengeful spirit of Marie Laveau, a chilling reminder of the power of the supernatural and the legends that came to life in the heart of New Orleans. Deep in the heart of West Virginia, nestled among the rugged Appalachian Mountains, lies the small town of Blackwood, a place shrouded in mystery and whispered tales of a malevolent force known as the Shadow Dweller. Decades ago, the town was a thriving community known for its tight-knit residents and the tranquil beauty of its surrounding wilderness. However, a series of unexplained and eerie incidents changed the fate of Blackwood forever. One fateful winter, a relentless snowstorm swept through the region, isolating the town from the outside world. As the snowfall intensified, power lines snapped, plunging Blackwood into darkness. In the midst of the storm, a group of curious teenagers decided to explore the abandoned Blackwood mansion, a decaying relic rumored to be haunted by the vengeful spirit of a long-deceased resident. Undeterred by the warnings of their elders, the teenagers entered the mansion, their flashlights piercing the gloom. The air grew colder as they ventured deeper into the labyrinthine corridors, their breath visible in the frigid air. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream echoed through the mansion, chilling the teenagers to the bone. Panic set in as they realized one of their friends was missing. Frantic searches yielded no results, and the group was forced to leave the mansion. shaken and traumatized by the terrifying experience. The legend of the Shadow Dweller was born, a malevolent spirit said to lurk within the mansion's shadows, waiting to claim unsuspecting souls. Locals recounted tales of seeing fleeting glimpses of a shadowy figure in the windows of the mansion, or feeling an oppressive presence while passing by. Years passed, and the memory of that chilling night faded until a new group of teenagers, oblivious to the town's history, decided to test their bravery by spending a night in the mansion. Armed with cameras and skepticism, they entered the decaying building, determined to debunk the legend. As night fell, the temperature dropped, and an eerie silence settled over the mansion. The teenagers set up their equipment and scoffed at the legends as they tried to capture evidence of the paranormal. Suddenly, a shadowy figure materialized before them, a tall, ominous presence that seemed to absorb the light around it. Panic swept over the group as their cameras malfunctioned, their flashlights flickering out. The mansion seemed to come alive, its walls creaking and groaning as if in protest. The teenagers' cries of fear filled the air as they realized they were not alone. Desperate to escape, they ran for the exit, but the doors slammed shut, trapping them within the mansion's clutches. One by one, they vanished into the darkness, consumed by the Shadow Dweller. The town awoke the next morning to find the mansion standing empty once more, the legend of the malevolent spirit confirmed by the chilling events that had transpired. To this day, the town of Blackwood stands as a somber reminder of the supernatural forces that can lie dormant within the heart of even the most peaceful communities, and the legends that can come to life with terrifying consequences. In the heart of Nevada, amidst the barren expanse of the desert, lies the town of Silver Hollow, a place known for its eerie history and the chilling legend of the Desert Revenant. Decades ago, Silver Hollow was a thriving mining town, bustling with activity and filled with dreams of striking it rich. However, a catastrophic incident would forever alter the town's fate and give birth to a haunting legend. The year was 1897, and the town was buzzing with excitement over the discovery of a new silver vein deep within the mines. Miners worked tirelessly, their hopes for a prosperous future riding on the promise of the precious metal. One fateful day, as the miners delved deeper into the earth, a series of catastrophic explosions rocked the mines, trapping dozens of workers below ground. Desperate rescue efforts were launched, but the intense fires and collapsing tunnels made the situation nearly hopeless. As days turned into weeks, hope began to wane. The town fell into a state of mourning, and whispers of a malevolent force lurking within the mines began to circulate. It was said that the tormented souls of the trapped miners had become vengeful spirits, seeking retribution for their untimely deaths. Months later, the fires were finally extinguished, and the mine shafts were deemed too dangerous to enter. The trapped miners were never recovered, and the town erected a memorial to honor their memory. However, the legend of the Desert Revenant was born, a vengeful spirit said to rise from the depths of the mines, its ghostly form appearing on moonlit nights. Locals claim to have seen the spectral figure, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light, as it wandered the desert in search of lost souls. Years passed, and the memory of the mining tragedy faded until a group of adventurous explorers decided to venture into the abandoned mine shafts, armed with lanterns and a mixture of skepticism and curiosity. They descended into the darkness. Deep within the labyrinthine tunnels, their lanterns flickered as an eerie wind seemed to blow from the depths. The air grew colder, and a sense of unease settled over the group. Suddenly, a chilling whisper echoed through the tunnels, a voice filled with anguish and longing. As the explorers advanced, they encountered a figure in the shadows, an ethereal presence with hollow eyes that seemed to pierce through their souls. Panic set in as their lanterns went out, plunging them into darkness. Desperate to escape, the explorers retraced their steps, their hearts racing as they felt the presence of the desert revenant. Closing in, miraculously, they emerged from the mines, shaken and traumatized by their encounter. The legend had come to life before their eyes, confirming the town's chilling tales. To this day, Silver Hollow stands as a somber reminder of the tragic incident that gave birth to the Desert Revenant, a malevolent force that still roams the desert, seeking retribution for the souls lost within the depths of the earth.